Feliz 20º aniversário, Infobip. My name is Willian Costa. I am working in Infobip for almost more than 13 years, and I'm head of solution engineering in Latin America. When I went to campus in 2017, it was big inauguration. It was my first time in Croatia. So it was a very special moment because I get to meet a lot of the people that I only was chatting back in the day, not even Teams, Skype, but I think that was the most special memory I have. I like to say to people when they join Infobip that, and they know that I'm for so long here, they're like, how can you keep it being for so long? And I'm like, it's because every 2 years is a different company, So it changed pretty much everything. It's always adding some new product or solution. So to me, it's something that's every 2 to 3 years is a different company. You need to learn something new. So to me, it's like ever changing, and I hope it keeps like that, But I think the best word, it's fun. It's fun to work, and if it wasn't, I would be able to, keep it at so many years. So I think fun is the best word. What makes Infobip a special place to work? I think the people, it's a very unique set of people, and it's like people that you get to know them a little bit better, and you figure out that they did something very interesting in their spare time, or visit that country, or have this experience. So I'm very impressed that Infobip has a capacity to bring all of those people together in the same place. So I think it's people in a broader way. Back in 2019, when we started with the technical pre-sales department, it was something that I was deeply involved, and it was something new. It's a role that you barely can find any information outside or any reference. So it was really a challenge to establish this department in Brazil and later Latin America. And then in 2021, professional services was same story, something that was new. We were trying to do, we were starting from scratch. And whenever there's the opportunity to start from scratch, I'm like, okay, count me in. And for sure, not only the moment in 2019, but the extension in 2021 for sure. In the movies, when you have those high school movies that there's this kid that's get good grades and at the same time rides a skateboard, that's that kind of character, that kind of person that is at the same time it's very nerdy, like a geek, but do something that nobody expects, that kind of person. A moment that was to me, it was some sort of international recognition, when there's this time that we were in Times Square, and I was able to say to my friends hey, this I work here, So this moment was really nice, because it's hard to explain to people what Infobip does from people that are not in the industry, So when something happens like that, or when some use case when there was the elections in Brazil, that we were deeply involved into this project, and I could say you can just talk to this bot, and my team did that. So it's pretty, more or less, I think it's along those lines. I think it's that one when it's thinking like that, because it's just you never stop learning, so you always need to start figuring out stuff. So if I would sum up, I would need that emoji to be at the end of every sentence I write. I don't know, but I'm sure that 20 years from now, whatever the communication technology is, Infobip will be thinking what's next, I don't know exactly what's gonna be. I don't know if it's human or machine, but we'll be there because we are always on top of those things, and we'll be like, okay, but what's next? So I think that would be the most, that's my imagination, but it's definitely hard to predict.